I'ma be the first to say I got it wrong. Here we go. And I'ma be the last to give up on the cause. And I'll do everything to make sure I gave it my all. Never wanna make it seem I know it all. Cause in this life I'm gonna slip and fall. See, it's not how you play the game, but the lesson that you take and the one you help along.
Alright, now we're about to switch over and start talking about 8 success blockers. We're going to give you 8 things that will block you from being successful in life, block you from being all that you are called to be. The first one is fear. And we want you to realize that fear is false evidence appearing real. So therefore, fear is not even real. It's basically like an attack on your future thoughts. It's setting you up for your future. If you think about it, anytime you think about something that is fearful, it's all about something that's going to happen in the future that may not even never ever happen.
Yeah.
And so it's just an illusion basically from the enemy trying to stop you from being all that you can have, that you can possibly be.
Yeah, and I like what you said, because if you think about it, fear, don't no one want to be afraid of something.
Yeah.
So when you let fear come in, that's just like saying, I don't want the success. I don't want the goal.
That's good.
So don't let fear take over your life. Don't let fear take over your goal of success. Your success has to mean something to you. I mean, it has to mean something to you. It should be like life or death.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how important it has to be to you.
And see, that's why it goes back to your why. Your why has to be so strong. Your motive has to be so strong that when fear comes, it'll always overtake that fear and push you past that fear. Because like we said, on the other side of that fear is your hopes, your dreams, your destiny, and success. It's everything that you would want to have in life. So why wouldn't you push past that fear? Don't allow that. Don't allow fear to hold you captive and have you on the outside looking in while everybody else is living their dream. They're being successful just because. And that's the only. Let me tell you this. That is the only thing that separates a person that's at the top from the person that's at the bottom. The only thing that separates them, they push through more fears than you. That's it.
That's it.
And see, that's just how powerful it is. Think about this. If faith connects you to a positive outcome, if fear is the opposite of faith, so guess what? Fear is going to connect you to a negative outcome. I mean, it's just that simple. Ain't no way around it. So either you can link up with faith and push through that fear and be successful, or you can connect to fear and then live your life, that you just live a life that ain't about worth nothing.
With no value.
Yeah.
Yeah, live a life with no value.
We're going to jump to our second one is doubt. And the thing about doubt is sometimes you will have enough faith to overcome that fear, but then once you get that first rejection, once you don't make the basketball team, once you don't pass that first test, then you start doubting yourself. And see, doubt will rob you of success.
It will. And don't you know, there's a lot of people that's not successful because of fear and doubt. And so as soon as failure may take place earlier than what they thought it was, they get to doubt, and they get to having fear, whatever, and they quit. You think about how much better world this would be if everybody knew that I could be successful.
Yeah.
But because everybody just can't see it, they feel like, oh, he deserved it because he got this talent, or he got that right there, or she deserved this because her mom and daddy are millionaires, or whatever. But see, that's not the concept. You gotta believe that I deserve this.
Yeah.
I deserve to be successful, and there is nobody, no one, nothing that's gonna stop me from being successful. And that's the thinking mentality that you have to have.
That's true. And the thing right here is like, you can never. Most people that have doubt, sometimes they don't even start. And so you can never win in anything in life if you never start. So don't doubt yourself. I mean, at least give yourself a chance at being successful by pushing through that doubt and overcoming that fear.
And I tell you one more thing too. Like he said, when you doubt yourself, there's going to be some people that's going to help you doubt yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're going to help you doubt yourself.
You're not going
to have no supporters, because if you don't believe in what you're doing, then why should somebody else believe in it?
That's true.
Why should somebody else support it?
Man, that's a good point. That's a great point. So what we're saying is, don't live in fear. And don't let doubt stop you from accomplishing your dreams. Those are the first two success blockers. The third success blocker that we're going to talk about is greed. And see, greed goes back to what's your motive behind you wanting to be successful. Do you really think that if you are a person of greed that is going to do all these crazy things once you get to your success level, wherever that may be, do you really think you're ever going to get there if you got the wrong motive behind it? Or if you do get there, do you really think it will be sustained? Exactly.
It won't keep you there. You know, greed will cause you to cheat yourself.
Yeah.
It will cause you to cheat yourself. And it's not going to cheat you to success, because you will not get successful because of greed. True. I promise you that. It'll get you an opportunity to see what it could look like, to see what it could possibly feel like, but to actually just sit there and maintain, it will not happen.
It won't happen.
It will not happen.
So basically what we're saying when we talk about greed, you want to treat people, the way you would want to be treated. You want to do what's right even when somebody is not looking.
Then you had to think about it too, when it comes to greed, like we was talking about earlier, who's benefiting from it?
Yeah.
I figure out the best way, the easiest way to set yourself up for a blessing is to be a blessing to someone else.
Yeah.
It's to bless someone else.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, you got to think about who's benefiting. Who's benefiting when your goal is right, when your success plan is correct. People will invest in you.
Yeah.
Whether it's knowledge, whether it's finance, whether it's to help promotional wise or whatever. People will help push you. But trust and believe this: we are human beings. And when people are doing things with the wrong motive, trying to get to success, the human instinct realizes it. The human instinct can see it. And that's what we're talking about. That's a success blocker. That's why you have to make sure that your motive is right. That's why you have to make sure that greed is not taking control of your mind and making you forget about what's in the heart.
Yeah, that's you summed it up right there on point. So the first three is success blockers that we talked about. Is the first one is fear, second one is doubt, and the third one is greed. So now we're going to move on to the fourth success blocker. The fourth thing that will stop you from being successful is just being a lazy bum.
Laziness.
Laziness is a success blocker that grabs a hold to a lot of people. I don't care if you're age 12 up until age 65 plus. There are some lazy people, and then they wonder why they ain't being successful. Do you really think you can be the last person to get up and go to the court and get some extra work in, or even just be the last person to practice, or be the last person to get up some extra shots? That's lazy. You cannot be lazy and be successful.
You can't be lazy at all. Laziness is truly a success blocker. It is for real, because when you come up with your plan, like I said, you exercise it.
Committed action.
You exercise it,
Action.
But if you're not committing action, if you're not exercising your plan, exercising your goal and vision, then you will fall to be lazy. And when you become lazy, you're setting yourself up for failure. You're setting yourself up for a downfall.
Yeah. This quote that I came across, it says, "The way you do anything is the way you'll do everything." So if you're lazy in areas of your life, you're going to be lazy in other areas when you're trying to become successful. So just keep that in mind. If you're lazy in one thing, you're pretty much going to be lazy in pretty much everything else that you do. So keep that in mind. Like, let's cut out this laziness and get up off the couch. Go put some extra work in. Don't think just because you got talent that you're going to be successful. See, that talent has to be developed into a skill. Mm-hmm. See, the skill is what separates someone that's just talented. There's a lot of talented people. There's a lot of people that play sports that can run, jump, dunk, and do all this kind of stuff. What's going to separate them is the skill, the time they put in, the hours and hours and hours of time they put in perfecting their craft, perfecting their skills to the point to where they separate themselves from everybody else. And see, like I said, right now you may be surrounded by people that you're way more talented than. But it's going to come one day where all the talent level is the same. Then what's going to separate you from everybody else?
That's true. And something that we may have should have said earlier too is that in your plan to success, surround yourself by successful people.
Yes.
Or people that want the same thing you want.
They're trying to go somewhere.
Because if you don't, you're setting yourself up for failure. And failure can be tragic. I'm telling you, it can be tragic. Because some people can't handle failure, and it will open the doors to many things.
Yes.
I mean, because of failure, it may cause them to lose a home or whatever. Next, they turn to drugs, turn to so many different things because of failure. You know, a lot of people can't handle failure. That's why I'm telling you, prepare. Get your plan. Get your vision.
Also, just going back to the whole laziness thing. See, there's a difference. A lot of people think you're supposed to go out there in the world and make money. Actually, you're supposed to earn money. See, that's a big difference. And that's where I think that entitlement spirit, that entitlement mindset, you know, that give it to me, that a lot of people have in this time, and it sets them up for failure because you actually have to work. I remember when I was in high school, you know, one of my coaches always told us, he says, hustle beats talent when talent don't hustle every time. Think about that. Hustle beats talent when talent don't hustle. Just imagine if you got talent and you hustle. How much more successful that you can be every time. And so it's like, don't get caught up thinking that just because you got talent and skills, that you can just lay on the couch while everybody else is out there getting up extra jump shot, or you know they're studying for that test, or they're preparing for whatever they want to be successful. Because where you're trying to go, you're not the only one that's trying to get there.
That's true. And I heard a great speaker say that the graveyard is like one of the richest places it is because you got so many people that with dreams that took them to the grave with them. The healing for cancer, just so many different things, inventions or whatever, you know, they took it to the grave with them because of fear, because of doubt, because of laziness, because of procrastinations and all that different kind of stuff. You know, they took it to the grave with them. And that's why I'm telling you right now, you have to program your mind to think, I can do this. I can be successful. I deserve this. And ain't nobody finna tell me I'm not getting it.
Yeah, but you gotta have that mindset.
You got to.
And that's where a lot of success starts, is in your mind. You got to make up in your mind that you're gonna do it. Change the way you think about your life and your outcome. You just get a plan, you go out there and make it happen.
All the tests and the trials give me what I need to learn. And